Someone is like doing donuts out there right now. Alright, so today we're doing a first impressions video. This is almost a full face. I think everything except concealer and brows were first impression. Got a mix of drugstore in here, high end. I'm excited. Some new palettes and things. I feel like you could wear this look for the holidays, even for like Thanksgiving if you just changed up the lip color and did like kind of a brick red color or even a nude or something. You could wear it if you celebrate Christmas, Valentine's Day, you could even wear this. Just a casual Wednesday night, whatever your heart desires. I just wanted to say before we jump in, thank you to you guys for the response on the acne story video. I was not expecting that, and the comments and everything on that video were just so personal and heartfelt, and I really appreciate them all. I just love you guys. What else did I want to say? There was something else. So if you enjoy this video while you're watching, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, you can join the Bayrito family and subscribe. The button is right there. It's red. Let's get into it. If you want to see my thoughts on some new makeup and how I got this look, you're in the right place. Just keep watching. This feels like old school YouTube right now. Got the leopard robe on. We got the candles burning in the background. I'm excited to film. I just got back in from California last night. So we have a ton of first impressions here. I'm going to start out with the LA Girl Pro Sponge blending sponge. I've already dampened one and you can see how much bigger it got. This feels nice. It has a nice density to it, but it still feels soft and squishy. I've already washed and moisturized my face. I have two different primers I want to try. I think I'm gonna actually use them both. The first is the Amazing Cosmetics Illuminating Primer. So I have the shades Glow and Rose. I think Glow is more of a white. Here they are. I don't know which one I want to go in with. It says you can also use these on their own, so I'm thinking on like no makeup days, if you just want kind of a glow, you could use these, which I usually do put on a little bit of highlighter when I'm not wearing foundation. It just makes your skin look a little bit healthier. I can't even see that. So both the rose and the white, I mean, you can't really see them. Let's go in with this white one as a primer. I should probably put my hair behind my ears. I'm using the wider angle lens right now, which a lot of you guys said that you liked in the acne story video. Ooh, this is accentuating all the pores. But anyways, this is the same lens I used in that video, and it just feels so much nicer for me to record with it because the camera is sitting on a tripod on my desk right now, and it just feels so much more personal, and I feel like it's more like relaxed and I can just talk easier to you guys. If you do videos, you probably know what I mean. Sometimes like the smallest changes make such a difference, and I don't have the monitor on. I don't know, it just feels more cash. Interesting. Kind of just feel like I have an illuminator all over my face. And then the other primer I want to try is this Smashbox Stick Primer. This is the Photo Finish Iconic Primer Stick. It says 12-hour oil control. I'm only on day 6 of Accutane right now when I'm filming this, so I'm still getting pretty oily. I'm not like super dry yet or anything. Oh, nice matte black packaging. I'm just gonna put this on my T-zone. It looks like it's just a clear stick. Feels a bit silicone-y. It says instantly blurs pores and imperfections while eliminating shine for 12 hours. Lightweight and non-drying. My pores are pretty emphasized right now from that illuminating thing, so let's see if this helps at all. Just gonna kind of tap it in there. I think that just did something. Can't really tell. Definitely looks more matte on my forehead than where the illuminator is. So in the CYO video, I told you guys I would try out this foundation, the other one that I didn't use. This is the matte foundation, No Shine Zone in 203. I don't know if this is gonna be light enough. I might have to mix it with something, but the CYO Long Lasting Foundation, the Life Proof foundation I used in that video, want to give you guys a quick update on this because I've been really liking this. I brought this with me to California and I used it almost every day, either by itself or mixed in with stuff. It's really nice. It doesn't have quite the coverage I like, so I do like to mix it in with something to add a little bit of coverage. All right, here we go. Ooh, this sponge feels super soft. This foundation smells like Play-Doh or something. Holy shit, that has great coverage. This one is supposed to be more full coverage than the Life Proof. Shade is definitely too dark, so I would have to mix this. Very matte, but sitting on my skin pretty nice. It's not like looking cakey, even with the sponge. And I'm liking the way this sponge feels, by the way. I kind of just want to do the other side with the sponge too, because I really like how that applied. And I feel like the brush with this one might be a little much. Look at that coverage. I have a friggin' zit right on my eyebrow. That pumpkin candle back there smells so bomb. It's, I'm trying to read backwards, it's vanilla pumpkin from Target. Okay, besides the shade, which is a couple shades too dark, this looks really nice, especially around my pores. Could have been the primer too. My skin looks very smooth. Not really emphasizing my texture anywhere. CYO has kind of got it down with the foundations. I'm just gonna add a tiny bit right here for my acne. Definitely full coverage, great coverage. It is so cold in my apartment right now, but I've been procrastinating putting on the heat because I realized it's right behind that standing mirror in my living room, which means I basically have to reorganize the whole living room. So like I said, I don't have a concealer first impression, so I'm just gonna go in with the Maybelline Fit Me in 15. This one is a little bit dark, so since my foundation is too dark right now, it won't be too stark of a difference. I think I'm gonna put this on the center of my face too, just to lighten and brighten everything up. I'm surprised LA Girl isn't in Ulta yet. I feel like Ulta is kind of killing it lately with the brands. Ew, you know when you press over your eye sometimes and you can hear it like moving? Is that just me? My skin looks freaking good right now. When I bought this, there was only 4 shades of this. I now have 6 shades of this one, but 203 is still the lightest shade. I'm guessing they're gonna expand it if it says 203. So I picked this up from Ulta. It's technically like a Halloween product, but it's a white powder, so I picked it up. This is the Makeup Revolution Ghost Powder. You guys know I've used this Stargazer powder for years now. It's just a white pressed powder for setting my under eye concealer, especially if I have a concealer that's too dark. It just really helps to lighten and brighten everything under there. I've been mixing it in lately with a darker powder, the Physicians Formula powder. So that's what I'm gonna do with this one, just because this is gonna be way too light, especially right now with this shade. How the heck do you open this? Oh, so this just slides out like that. Let's swatch this. Looks pretty translucent actually when you blend it out. I'm just gonna mix that with my Physicians Formula powder. Set the under eyes. The Ghost powder doesn't have quite as much pigment to it as the Stargazer powder. That one is like a white powder. This is kind of like a translucent powder with a little bit of a white tint to it, which can be nice if you don't want that stark white. So that foundation dries down to a powder finish. It feels super nice. Definitely don't have to set my face with this one. So I don't have a brow product for first impression. That was the other thing, concealer brows. So I'm just gonna pop on my usual, I guess I'll show you guys because why not. Lately I've been using the Benefit Ka-Brow product in 5. But first I'll go in with the Ulta Brow Tint in Deep. This just fills them in majorly, so I just have to use less of the Benefit and just do less work basically. I don't put this right on the front because I like it to be kind of lighter on the front. Sometimes I get questions about why I put on brow products over my permanent brows, and it's because when I put on foundation it kind of covers them up a little bit. You could definitely go in with a Q-tip and like clean it up, but I just prefer to add a bit more shape and color to them. I still love the permanent brows, especially when I'm not wearing makeup. It's amazing. I don't touch my brows at all. They look great when I'm not wearing makeup because they're dark enough. I just plucked my brows this morning for you guys. Then I go in with my Makeup Forever brow liner in the shade 40. I just love drawing on a few lines in the beginning. It just makes it look like you have brow hairs there. So I have a few things from Girlactik to try. This is their matte bronzer. I'm super excited because I've never tried anything from Girlactik. This is in the shade Cabo, and this looks like a nice tone. Look at that tone. So I'm excited. I'm going to use my Flower Beauty brush right here. Oh, heck yeah. I'm curious to see how this looks when I don't have dark foundation on. This brush is so freaking soft. Sometimes I'll bring bronzer up to my temples, sometimes I don't. I'm not really feeling it today. Definitely gonna keep using this one and try it again. So this is the BH Floral Blush in the shade Caribbean Coral. Coral. I've tried a different shade of this and kind of used it as like a bronzer, I think actually in a video, but I've never tried this shade. Still has the plastic seal thing on it. I liked the other one, so we'll see how this is. Has a little bit of coral and pink in it, looks like. Ooh, that's pretty. Have we had a dud yet? We haven't had a dud product yet. This is rare. I'm liking this shade. Not too coral. Once there's not a whole lot of product left on the brush, I always kind of just blend it together with the bronzer. This I'm super curious about. So this is the Ulta Beauty Baked Highlighter 3-piece wet dry highlighter palette. I believe this is a new product. I was just scrolling through Ulta. I needed to get more eyelashes, ran out of them, and ended up picking this up. So there's 3 different highlight shades in here. I feel like you can actually see the product really well right now. I'm gonna take my Sigma F03. This brush is bomb for highlighting, and I think I'm gonna go in with Skylight. I might add a little bit of this pink shade. Gold definitely looks too dark for my skin tone, but I'm gonna take Skylight first. That's pretty. Dang, look at that. Put this on my nose. It is emphasizing my texture a little bit, but I still like it. Like, I would still use this again. If you have a lot of texture in this area, you might not like this. I'm gonna switch brushes. I'm gonna take the Morphe M510 and go in with Starlight, which is that pink shade, And just blend this a little bit lower just to create like a glowy kind of blush topper. That is intense. This is very rare that I feel like at this point we don't have something that I don't like. I always prime my eyes with MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. So I'm just gonna put that on. The only thing with this lens is I can't zoom. For eyes, I have two different palettes here that I'm debating trying. I don't know which one I want to go in with. I'm kind of leaning towards the Urban Decay Heavy Metals. I'll show you the Becca one. This is the Becca Ski something. What's this called? Ski Glow Collection Eye Lights palette. The packaging of this is beautiful. Look at this thing. This makes me so excited for winter. I don't think I'm gonna try this out today because I feel like I've done a lot of looks lately with these colors. I think I want to do like a cranberry kind of eye. Check out this packaging. Whoa, this thing weighs probably 10 pounds. So all of these are limited edition, 20 of our most amped up metallic shadows yet. Every single one is new and exclusive. So that's kind of cool because sometimes Urban Decay puts in past shadows in their palettes, but these are all apparently new. Not gonna lie, it took me like 5 minutes to figure out how to open this palette last night, and turns out sorry if this is like blinding you, all you do is press one side and it comes out. I feel like that is pretty unique, but you kind of have to be careful because it just slides right out, as you can see. Okay, there you guys are. So here's the shades. I'm thinking I want to go in with the combo of like the red and this magenta-ish shade right here. That's what I'm leaning towards. Oh, we need some matte shadows, don't we? I'm gonna actually take the bronzer and put this into my crease. I'm gonna take my Coastal Scents BR250 and use that same bronzer shade, but since this is kind of a more compact brush, it'll help just create a little bit more dimension. Blend it all out. Ooh. That looks nice. Feels super soft too. This is the shade After Party. I think I'm just gonna use my finger first to place it. Now that I have some on the lid, I'm gonna go in with a flat shader brush and spray it. You could just use water or setting spray. Wet it and then go back in, and I'm gonna place it a little bit higher. It doesn't look that different wet than it does dry. Ooh, but you definitely can pack this on to make it more intense. There we go. I'm gonna go in with the brown metallic shade right under it, Rhodey, and just layer that a bit. I feel like that one isn't showing up a whole lot. On top of the red, it's not showing up, but there's the color on its own. Ooh, it's pretty. Let's try Funk Rock. That's that purplish shade I mentioned earlier. Again, on top of the red, it's pretty subtle. I want to put like a warm brown kind of purpley color into the crease, so I'm going to go with the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. I'm going to take the shade Lethal right here. Put that in the outer V. I think I want to go in with Extra Bitter right here, just to blend those together a bit. Blending again with the big fluffy brush. You guys see this cut down to like 2 seconds, but really I spend like 3 minutes doing this probably. And you can see the difference between the blended side and the not blended side. So I have a couple of the heavy metal glitter liners. This is in the shade Catcall and Grind. I think I'm gonna take Catcall and just put this actually all over the lid to turn it into like a glitter eyeshadow. I love doing that with glitter liners because then you don't have to deal with the fallout of glitter. They just stick on. So, oh, that's so pretty. I'm gonna put this pretty much all over the lid. Dude, that shade. I'm seeing a little bit of bluish purple periwinkle. There's a word for that color. And it's super pretty. I have this Black Magic liquid liner plus wide lash. No idea what that is supposed to mean. Oh, features wide lash, a conditioning tripeptide complex designed to enhance the appearance of eyelashes with up to 3 times more length and volume in 15 days. That's a big claim. This is by Eyeshadow. Looks a little bit gray, not like the blackest black. Even on the areas where I'm not putting it over glitter, because I know that can affect it sometimes. Creating the point and everything is fine, and it feels nice and smooth gliding over. It's just not that black. I'm actually going to go over that line with my Kat Von D liner. I'm going to try out this Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Gel Pencil. Whoa, cap just like flew off. Oh, I need coffee. I've been sitting here for like an hour now. Ooh. Okay, that just went on so easy. This reminds me of the LA Girl Glide On Gel Pencil I love. Super black. I'm going to pull that a little bit down because I'm going to do some smudging with the browns and reds. I'm going to go back in with Lethal right here on a flat edge brush. I'm just going to kind of stamp this right under that line. I'm going to go back in with Extra Bitter and just kind of blend that below. I'm going to add a touch of the bronzer again. I was going to go in with Angel Fire right here for the inner corner, but I just kind of did a finger swatch and it feels pretty chalky. Let's take Grind instead, going all in with the glitter. right there. I want to bring this right on the inner corner. Yeah, let's do it. I feel like I need a little bit more smokiness down here, so I'm going in with Blackjack in the same palette. So I'm going to be putting on false lashes, but I want to try out this mascara. This is the Black Magic Mascara. Hopefully this is blacker than the eyeliner. Cool packaging. It's like a squeeze tube. I don't know how to describe this. It feels very lightweight. This one for me I think might be a good layering one because it is doing a good job of separating and it looks pretty natural and kind of wispy. I like a little bit more volume. I'm gonna go back in with the highlighting palette. Might mix Starlight and Skylight. There we go. Just to brighten it up a little. Ooh, yeah. These are one of my go-to lashes, the Eyelure 121s. This is why I was on Ulta in the first place. I ordered like 4 more of these. But I also kind of want to try the BH M203 lashes. I want to take these out and just see kind of what these will look like. They're pretty short, but they have a voluminous base going on. These are very short. Oh, these might look good though with this. Oh, I like those. Okay, I want to try these. All right, so I put on the false lashes and then I also put on my bottom mascara. I feel like these lashes I would love when I'm wearing no eyeliner or anything because they look very nice and like short and natural, but still give you that volume at the base. But if you have smaller eyes or if you have issues with lashes being too long, you might really like these lashes. So for liquid lipstick, I want to try out the Girlactik matte lip paint. Never tried these. This is in the shade Seductive. Looks like a nice berry color. Let's see. Oh, this might be too reddish. I might actually do this and then tap one of those eyeshadows, like the purple on top. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Ooh. Oh, that smells good. Oh, that's actually pretty purple. Okay. Okay, that's actually exactly the color I was going for, so I don't think I'm gonna add anything on top. That is so pretty. I like that. But this is the final look. I'm going to tell you my favorite and least favorite just off of first impressions. So I'm definitely going to try this foundation again. If you're into super matte and super full coverage, it looks beautiful. It doesn't look heavy, it doesn't look cakey, it looks very smooth. And I feel like I can kind of see the illuminating primer coming through. I don't know how I feel about that. Probably wouldn't use that primer again. If I did, it would just be on like the high points of my face, not as an all over primer. This one I would have to mix or lighten if I wear it again, which is obviously a downside. CYO should come out with more shades. Obviously don't know how this is going to wear throughout the day yet, but right now it's looking great. The bronzer I'm very excited about. I want to use this again. I just really like the tone of it, blend it out easily. It's beautiful as eyeshadow as well. The blush I would use again. The sponge I would definitely use again. I feel like there were a lot of hits in this one. This I would probably pass on. I just like the Stargazer a bit better. This one I'm kind of on the fence about just because I feel like for me it emphasized texture, but I think a lot of people would love this, especially if you don't have a lot of texture or pores right there. I think I would probably pass on this palette. I mean, I like the way my eyes turned out, but I just feel like I have other similar shades. I mean, J-Cat makes great metallic eyeshadows. There's a similar cranberry shade. I think the packaging would be pretty hit or miss for a lot of people, just depending on what you like. I think this could get a little bit scary. I feel like I would drop this a shit ton. Shades I used, I'm not super excited about. I think they're pretty dupable. Smashbox primer stick, I would have to try some more. I do feel like my pores look pretty nice and smooth right now. Could be the foundation, could be the primer stick. The lipstick has now dried down and it feels really nice. Doesn't feel overly drying or anything, and it feels really nice and kind of creamy almost going on, but still thin. Maybelline liner I would wear again. This one on so nice on the waterline in like one swipe. I think that's everything. Is it not? This is just a Victoria's Secret. It's actually just a bralette. This will be linked down below if they still make it. Watch, everything will be linked down below. I feel like this lipstick color makes your teeth look really white. Maybe it's just because my face is more tan than usual. That is everything. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. If you need some help, I got you. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.